Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few. All our hearts go out to the fighter pilots whose brilliant actions we see with our own eyes day after day. I hope, indeed I pray, that we shall not be found unworthy of our victory if after toil and tribulation it is granted to us. For the rest, we have to gain the victory. That is our task.
The radar told us there were 12 Messerschmitts took off from Pursuit, I think it was, one of the main bases. And they're hitting a certain direction. So 6 of us took off from our base. What we were going to do, of course, was climb up, way up above them and then bounce them. A couple of them called up, said the radio wouldn't work, so they turned back. And then 2 more called back. We kept climbing and climbing and climbing, 10, 12, 15,000 feet, I think about 12,000 feet. The second 2 said they had to turn back because nobody could hear and they couldn't talk to anybody. So it just Porteous, this English guy and I. And we kept going, and they kept saying they're now at 16,000 feet, and we climb up to 17, and they said they're up 17,000 feet, climb up to 18. And then all of a sudden Porteous yelled, "Down to the deck!" And I looked over, and he was about 2,000 feet below me already. And I looked up, and there's 12 Messerschmitts in the circle right over my head. They were about 20,000 feet. We were about 18 by then. Anyway, I hit for the ground, and I got caught. I don't know how far. I was probably about 15,000 feet when I got blasted. And I was going so fast I couldn't get the hood open. Even with the emergency cord, I take both hands, but when I was shot up so bad that when I leave hold of the stick, the thing would go straight down because it's stuff was all shot down. So I'd have to haul it back, and I had to wait till I slowed down. But that time, he just fired one good burst at me, but it must have been a good long one. I finally got her slowed down enough to get the hood open. And I thought, gee, I had smoke in the cockpit and smoke and flame were going by both sides from the exhaust. And I thought, geez, I should bail out of this thing. Then I looked down and I thought, my God, that ground looks awful close. I don't think I want to jump out. And I still was hitting on a few cylinders. So I stuck the nose for base and kept going, and I gradually losing altitude all the time. And said, well, look for a good spot to belly land. And, geez, I finally made it. Engine quit just as I went between a couple of trees across the road just by our landing strip. I put it down beside the landing strip. And I jumped out and still had my parachute on and ran like hell because I thought this thing might blow up, with the motor red hot and that. And a bunch of the pilots were standing around there laughing like hell at me for running. Didn't give a damn. Running with a parachute flapping up my ankles, still on. So I survived that one. The engineering officer, he said, for Christ's sake, he said, you could have landed the damn thing some other place, he said, instead of landing, so we got to tow it off the way. Well, that's gratitude for saving your own life.